8:45, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by J. Yogaraj, read by Sounditavam. The Premier urges the Regional Funding Agency to initiate new projects on areas such as renewable energy, digitalization and public transport systems. The dates for the 2023 A-level exam announced. Litro gas prices increased, Laughs gas also increases prices. The Education Minister says school children will get 3,000 rupee vouchers to buy footwear. Workers' remittances and tourism revenue up. Dengue cases pegged to rise with ongoing rainfall. In news overseas, Thailand shooting prompts calls for action. In sports, Cricket World Cup 2023, Ben Stokes doubt for England's opener against New Zealand. The dates for the 2023 GCE Advanced Level Examinations were announced on Wednesday by the Commissioner General of Examinations. Accordingly, the 2023 GCE A-level exam is slated to commence on the 4th of January 2024 and will be held until the 31st of January 2024 as per a media release issued by the exams chief HJM Amit Jayasundara. Meanwhile, the students who are unable to apply for the 2023 Advanced Level Examination before the given deadline due to the delays caused in the previous exam session and the rescrutiny of the 2022 GCE Advanced Level Exam session have been given time from the 6th to the 10th of October to apply for the 2023 session. The relevant applicants will be able to submit their applications for the 2023 Advanced Level Examination through onlineexams.gov.lk or online apps or via the official website of the Department of Examinations www.donets.lk. Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena, while thanking the Asian Development Bank for the assistance provided to agriculture, rural small and medium sectors and other development projects, has urged the Regional Funding Agency to initiate new projects on areas such as renewable energy, digitalization and public transport systems, especially the railways. Prime Minister Gunawardena made this request during a meeting with the ADB Country Director, Takafumi Kadono, at the Prime Minister's office in Colombo. The Prime Minister thanked the ADB for extending support to Sri Lanka for economic stabilization after the unprecedented economic crisis. The price of a 12.5 kilogram domestic litro gas cylinder has been increased by 343 rupees with effect from today. Litro Lanka Chairman Mudita Pirish said, accordingly the new prices are as follows. A 12.5 kilogram cylinder increased by 343 rupees. The new price is 3,470 rupees. 5 kilogram cylinder increased by 137 rupees. The new price is 1,393 rupees. A 2.3 kilogram cylinder increased by 63 rupees and the new price is 650 rupees. According to sources, the following price revision was implemented as per the pricing formula in consideration of the current prices prevailing in the global market. Meanwhile, Laughs Gas PLC, one of the two largest liquefied petroleum LP gas suppliers in the country, also decided to revise the prices of domestic LP gas cylinders. This announcement comes soon after Litro Gas Lanka did the same earlier this afternoon in consideration of the current prices prevailing in the global market. Accordingly, the Laughs Gas price revision is as follows. 12.5 kilogram cylinder increased by 150 rupees. The new price 3,985 rupees. 5 kilogram cylinder increased by 60 rupees. The new price 1,595 rupees. 2 kilogram cylinder increased by 24 rupees and the new price is 638 rupees. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Vouchers worth 3,000 rupees will be awarded to 800,000 school children in the next 2 weeks to buy footwear, Education Minister Susil Premajanta said. He said this allowance will be given to the school children undergoing economic difficulties and will be increased in the coming year. Complete transformational changes in education will come into effect from 2024, the minister added. Despite a dip in cases last month, the ongoing showers are likely to contribute to a spike in dengue infections, health officials predicted. Speaking to the media, Colombo's Chief Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Ruan Vijayamuni said local authorities and health organizations continue to work tirelessly to combat the spread of dengue. Public awareness campaigns, mosquito control measures and prompt medical assistance for those affected remain key strategies in the battle against the disease, he stressed. According to the latest data from the Epidemiology Unit, 64,816 dengue cases have been reported as of 4th October 2023. The Colombo district, with 13,620 cases, has seen the highest number of infections. Among the provinces, the Western Province tops the list with 31,281 reported cases. Moreover, the number of high-risk MOH areas where dengue breeding sites are prevalent has decreased to only 7. This indicates that efforts to control the disease and eliminate potential breeding grounds has been effective. However, it is important to note that despite the decline in cases, 38 fatalities have been reported since the beginning of the year. This serves as a reminder that dengue still poses a significant threat to public health amid the prevailing rainy conditions. Meanwhile, the number of dengue cases reported in September 2023 reached an all-time low. Only 2,605 cases were recorded, marking the lowest monthly count for the year. That concludes local news.
The main news story is brought to you by Sinhala Mahatmya.
The government is expected to relax import restrictions further. Speaking in Parliament, State Minister of Finance Shehan Semasinghe said they are hoping to relax the remaining import restrictions other than on private vehicles next week. The State Minister said the amendments related to HS codes on vehicles used for public transport will be amended. He said necessary orders will be issued shortly. The State Minister of Finance Shehan Semasinghe added that due to the restrictions on imports, the revenue of the Sri Lanka Customs has reduced considerably. He said it also impacted the business activities and exports of small and medium-scale entrepreneurs. The State Minister said they are hoping the relaxation of imports will help improve economic activity in the country, and came to you in the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Sinhala Mahatmya.
The Public Health Inspectors Union, in collaboration with the Education Ministry, has taken measures to prevent the spread of non-communicable diseases among school children. The project will be launched under the directive of the Health Ministry. The President of the PHI Union, Upul Rohana, said they are now working towards implementing a school canteen policy. He said that in terms of the policy, school canteens will be prohibited from selling food items containing excessive amounts of fat, salt and preservatives, as well as carbonated drinks. He added tests and inspections are being carried out in both private and public schools. He also warned that legal action will be taken against canteen owners who violated the policy. That came to you in Watchlight. We take a look at world news next. Making headlines tonight. Nanotechnology researchers win Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Anti-war Russian TV journalist sentenced to 8.5 years in prison. And Thailand shooting prompts call for action. 3 US-based researchers have won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for the discovery and synthesis of quantum dots. They are Maungi Bavendi of MIT, Louis Bruce with Columbia University, and Alexei Ekimov with Nanocrystals Technology in New York. The Nobel Committee says their findings on nanoparticles and light have revolutionized technology from QLED televisions to the tools used in cancer treatments. A Russian court has handed down an 8.5-year jail sentence to fugitive former TV journalist Marina Ozenanikova, who opposed the country's invasion of Ukraine. The court in Moscow convicted her in absentia on Wednesday. It said she spread false information on the military's activities while working for state-run Channel 1 in March last year. Ozenanikova became known around the world for her protest during a live news program. She held a sign reading, "No War." People in Thailand are still reeling from a deadly shooting at a luxury shopping mall in central Bangkok. A day after the tragedy, there are growing worries about how the incident could have happened and what it means for the country. The shooting occurred on Tuesday at a shopping mall in Bangkok, frequented by overseas visitors. The police say 2 women from China and Myanmar were killed and 5 others suffered serious and minor injuries. Back to the headlines of the world news. Nanotechnology researchers win Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Anti-war Russian TV journalists sentenced to 8.5 years in prison. And Thailand shooting prompts calls for action. That concludes this bulletin of world news.
Development news.
Both workers' remittances and earnings from tourism recorded notable improvements in August 2023 compared to the previous year. Workers' remittances amounted to $499 million in August 2023 in comparison to $325 million in August 2022 and $541 million in July 2023. Meanwhile, based on the provincial data, total departures for foreign employment in August 2023 and during January to August 2023 amounted to 26,131 and 197,146 respectively, in comparison to the total departures of 311,056 recorded in 2022. That's development news, and we move on to sports. It's cricket. Ben Stokes is a doubt for England's World Cup opener against New Zealand on Thursday because of a hip issue. Captain Jos Buttler played down the new issue on Wednesday, but England are unlikely to take a risk on Stokes at the start of a 7-week tournament. England's Test captain, 32, came out of retirement for the defence of their 50-over world title despite his long-running knee injury. That's sports news. We take a look at business news next.
Go ekak thiyana youth eකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු හීන හැබැයි කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Representatives of top corporations in the UAE, accompanied by high-potential investors, property developers, hotel owners, and leaders in the hospitality and real estate industries, converged in the iconic settings of the Ritz-Carlton in Abu Dhabi and the Armani Hotel at Burj Khalifa in Dubai to explore, understand, and assess the investment potential of Sri Lanka, with particular emphasis on the transformative port city Colombo project. That's business news. We take a look at economic news next.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekak thiyana youth එකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු හීන හැබැයි කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
On to economic news. The South Asian region is the fastest growing economic region from Asia, said the chief economist, South Asia Region, World Bank, yesterday. She, however, said that it's slower than what it was during the pre-COVID era. At just under 6%, South Asia is expected to grow faster than any other emerging market and developing economy region in 2024-2025. She predicted that this healthy trend should continue, provided that there are no natural disasters to the region, while presenting the South Asia Economic Update report yesterday. She opined that the slowdown in China would not have a major negative impact on the region, as China does not engage in big businesses with the region. Elections could add to spending pressures. That's economic news. The weather report to conclude.
Weather report.
The Met Department says the prevailing showery condition in the southwestern part of the island is expected to continue further. Showers or thunder showers will occur at times in the western, Sabaragamuwa, southern and northwestern provinces, also in Kandy and Nuwara. Fairly heavy showers above 75 millimeters could be expected at some places in the western, Sabaragamuwa and southern provinces. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the eastern and Uwa provinces, also in Polonnaruwa and Mullaitivu during the evening or night. The general public is kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damage caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. This weather report was published this evening at 7:30 p.m. Further details could be obtained by visiting the official website of the department. To conclude this bulletin of news, a recap of the headlines. The Premier urges the regional funding agency to initiate new projects on areas such as renewable energy, digitalization and public transport systems. The dates for the 2023 A-level exam announced. Litro gas prices increased. Laughs gas also increases prices. The Education Minister says school children will get 3,000 rupee vouchers to buy footwear. Workers' remittance and tourism revenue up. Dengue cases pegged to rise with ongoing rainfall. Thailand shooting prompts calls for action. And the Cricket World Cup 2023, Ben Stokes a doubt for England's opener against New Zealand. That concludes tonight's news broadcast, and it's now back to your host, Ramesh, to take you to the end of transmission, keeping you well entertained. All yours, Ramesh.